Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today I'm going to be sharing some ideas and inspiration using the Spellbinders Craft Kit of the month, November 2019. This kit is called Christmas Wishes and I have all the products here. You might have seen several unboxing videos, so I just want to show you super quick what I got here. So as always, you will get 10 card blanks and envelopes, and you will also get in this kit these beautiful stickers, embellishments, and a stamp set that I already used, so you will see the stamps are stained, and you will also get adhesive, but I already used them as well. You will also get a die set, and this is an 8 pieces die set. Includes a beautiful poinsettia design and also 2 Christmas bubbles and little elements to create different or to add accents to those bubbles and to the poinsettia. This kit also includes paper, and I'm really loving the colors. You have some bright colors, some regal, and you also get this paper pad with beautiful patterns. I really like to create envelopes with that paper. The kit also includes these stickers. These are Chipboard stickers, and I use them to make cards, but today I'm not going to be using them, and I'm not going to be using neither many of these die cut shapes. For previous videos I focused on those products, but today I want to focus on the die set and the paper. So I have here some strips of paper I cut from the paper in the kit, and I'm simply going to run the dies through the die cutting machine. So if you see there, this cut paper like butter, you won't have problem to die cut this in any color you want to cut this. So you can create the flowers perfectly using the paper included in the kit. And because when I start crafting with a kit, I don't really know what I'm going to do, I start by die cutting a bunch of shapes, and I put together some things here and there, and I try different colors, and then I start like imagining what I'm going to do. So I also decided that the large flower die cut can be used as leaves, and it would be a kind of easy way to add leaves to this poinsettia. So that's what I did there. If you see, I'm using a stylus there just to press on the center of the flowers to give them a little bit of shape, but you can also leave this flower completely flat. So the first thing I did, just kind of exercising my creative muscle, it was putting together a little tag. I just glue the poinsettia on one of the die cut shapes, and I create that little tag. I didn't even take a picture of that tag because it was kind of a warming up. But here in this video, I want to share everything I try to do with the kit. Maybe any of these ideas can be useful for you. I went for a coffee, and then I came back to this idea. I really wanted to cover the whole panel of a card using the poinsettia and see how it looks. So that's what I did for this card. Nothing difficult. And for this card I also use a cover die plate that create those beautiful dotty patterns on the background, and I just layer and glue down all the poinsettias over that panel. I also use gold leaves and also green leaves, and I adhere these poinsettias really well to that background. The only thing I will advise if you want to do this is to be very careful when applying the glue, because if the glue is, or depending the glue you are using, it will look glossy if you apply it over the paper, and it's very hard to get rid of it. It happens to me there, but this is a sample. I just want to show you how this looks and how I put it together. And I also embellish using Fashion Gold Embellishments by Fan Stamper's Journey. I just adhere a navy blue panel on the card base, and I put all together just like that. The next sample is super easy and quick. All I did was using a card base in white color, and I used this ivory cardstock just to cover the front panel of that card base. Then I glue over this die cut panel, and I also used this circle dies to complete this card design. As you see there, I just glue them on the center of the card, and using some of the papers and this little die cut shape included in the kit, I just put all together, also using those golden embellishments. And after warming up, I was kind of ready to craft as I like. I have a better idea and a better sense of the die cuts, the paper, and what I could do. So I create these mini cards. They are super easy to do. Highly recommend these projects for this Christmas. It's a busy time. We don't want to spend hours and hours die cutting. So what I did here was creating card bases that measure 4 inches by 3 inches. And I made one card base to be top folding and the other one side folding. So you can do this as well if you want, and the paper can be in any orientation you like. Next, I just cut a fine piece of gold glitter paper and also 1 inch of this patterned paper. So this measures 1 inch by 4 inches. I just adhere those little pieces of paper on the mini card front panel like that. This is super easy and you can mass produce this. So there you go. The next thing you need to do is to stamp the sentiments. I'm using the stamp set included in the kit and also this black ink that you can also buy on the Spellbinders shop. It's a beautiful black ink, and although this stamp is silicone, they really stamp nicely and I'm loving those fonts. They are beautiful. The next thing I did, it was just gluing some of these poinsettia die cuts. I have lots of them, as you saw at the beginning of the video. So for me at this stage, it was just kind of gathering pieces together to complete these small and simple projects. Another thing I thought here is they need envelopes, and I love to make envelopes using the envelope punch board. The papers included in the kit are perfect, the perfect size as well, because my cards are 3 by 4 inches and I need a piece of paper that measures 6 by 6 inches and score a line at 258 inches. So I just place the paper at 258 inches here. I punch and score that line, and I keep following that scoring line to punch and score the paper as I go. So use the punch at the back of the board to round the edges of the envelope, and all you have to do is to glue the envelope. So I made several envelopes for all the cards, but as I have so many die cuts on my table, I also wanted to create more little cards for you. You can create them in a regal color using also navy blue, red, green and gold, like these mini cards here, or you can also use subtle colors to create something like these mini cards. You can also use those die cuts for many different occasions. Doesn't have to be always for holiday or Christmas, but you can also create different little projects the whole year round. I also made this envelope also using a die cut shape included in the kit, and this envelope measures 3 inches and a half by 3 inches and a half. I also made this card base here to fit that envelope, and I just glue a piece of the same patterned paper and a poinsettia on the center with a sentiment, and the card was done. You can use any die in the die set to make different things. For example, there I used the stream for the bubbles just to add a little accent on that card. And after crafting for various hours, I noticed that there is a little die that cut the pistils for the poinsettia, and I'm using it there so you can see how the poinsettia goes together with all the die cuts as it should be. And another thing I did during the whole time I was crafting, instead die cutting all the small leaves, what I did was cutting a large poinsettia and then cut it in 4, and then I got these large leaves as well. I add them in gold in this card, and I also made an envelope, so that's another idea. So I have more die cuts on my table. I wanted to use them all, and then I have this idea to make another card in another colors. And as you see there, I'm using a dark gray background. I'm still using that ivory cardstock, and it's not white, and I think this looks really nice with that subtle colors. But I changed my mind, and I'm going to use this yellow pastel cardstock color included in the kit, and I'm going to glue this on it. I also made a small poinsettia out of gold paper, and to make it I used the smaller dies included in the die set in the kit. So I didn't finish the card that night, it was getting late, but here is the card. Well, I also add to this card some sparkle using some glittered paper, and it's everything very easy to do and very easy to put together. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel or to visit my blog for more ideas and inspiration. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting. Bye!